Kickoff fast approaching here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And off we go from North London. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the lefty, 5'11", Oregon, Dillion Gabriel.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action now. It's Gabriel. The pass home, and he goes down. Andrew Van Ginkel in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
You work all week on this opening script, and the entire idea, Mike, is to get off to a good start, establish some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense here in early 3rd and long. From the gun, here's got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland as he's standing right around his own goal line. That'll be returnable from the 35. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, number 2 overall pick going back to 2016, the veteran Carson Wentz.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming to position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run. This is Mason. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was.
Again here, 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Now Wentz. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That's the 4-time All-Pro Myles Garrett. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back is Wentz. Oh, a loose football. The Browns say they have it, and they do. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Jenkins, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, Gabriel. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Yards to go.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of
They get
20.
Cleaver.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there, no gain.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Now he'll run it. And a nice run. He'll be close to the 1st down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Now, Gabriel. Moving outside the pocket.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Gabriel. And he'll take it on in. Aerobatic. Touchdown, Cleveland.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Browns 7, Vikings nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. To throw, Wentz. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw, here's Wentz. Have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0.
Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First one for Jefferson.
Early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
He takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Baker in on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion over Thielen. They'll run on 2nd down. And he will knock up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Wentz. Forced out wide. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
And he's in. Team Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and through. And the Vikings are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Vikings 7.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Gabriel. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jonathan Grenard. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any sign.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So after 1, it's the Browns with the advantage. More from the International Series in London after this. Start of the 2nd, Browns in control of the football, and they are facing a 2nd and long.
Yeah, right to the middle! Make that kick!
3 puntos, solo 3 puntos, muchachos.
Now it's Gabriel. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Going deep downfield for Judy. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big play for the Browns. 56 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. He'll run with 4. He'll get about 3, And that's going to lead to third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Throwing is Gabriel. He'll try to run for it. He's going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
3rd and short. You think this ball's expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
They'll run it here. Here's Judkins. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Judkins, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
He'll try and run with Judkins. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
It's now
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
His kick is good. And the Browns build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Once more, as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Dillion. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
The tackle made back at
And I think what they're counting on there, Mike, is that the defense expects the ball to be run inside the tackles, thinking on 3rd and short, just go get the first down. Try to catch him off guard with the toss play, but the defense was all over it. Great speed and pursuit to the ball, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt DeAndre Carter to return. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Gabriel. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Second down and 8. Here's Gabriel. He'll step up and run. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Flacco to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before they knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They run straight ahead with Judkins. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Flacco to throw. He's got his man complete. That's Jeudy. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
A run, and here comes Judkins. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets to the Browns' 30-yard line. It is a big play on 1st down. 31 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To the 29.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will give himself up at the end of that one.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. Like, there was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Here's Wentz. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. Starts with a carry by 4. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Judkins. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to London, England. After this, 3rd and a yard. Play action, Gabriel. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now Wentz. He keeps it himself. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota, as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
It's second
and that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Back is Wentz. He'll tuck it and take off. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3.
Make that kick. Guys, give us some time.
You can do it.
It's an easy.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. He'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll motion over Dillion. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A quick toss into the hands of Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Minnesota.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, it's Jefferson. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, Wentz. To the right side and corralled by Dillion. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
That's another.
A gain there of 21. It'll be a Vikings first down.
At the 21-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings will cut into that lead.
Vikings 10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the second half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Now Gabriel. Over the middle and caught by Judy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On play action, it's Gabriel. And this one is caught with momentum. That'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
From the gun, a give to Judkins. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Gabriel. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Gabriel now on first down. He's got it inside the 5. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
A run with Judkins.
definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Out of the gun, Gabriel. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
Now Gabriel on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Browns will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Come on, 3 more points. Make that your sleep. Come on, kick it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the count.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Throwing is Wentz. Now, screen set up for Mason. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. On the return, it's Carter. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and Quinshon Judkins making their way back out. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Open this drive on the ground with 4. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. They bring Judy in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Second and 11.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Shotgun snap to Gabriel. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Play action. He'll set up to throw. He's gonna let one fly for Addison. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. It's second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Wentz. He'll try and get there on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
To throw, here's Wentz. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
It's a gain of 8. That's a
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Dillion. Handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz. To get this complete, it's Dillion over the middle. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Adam Dillion, touchdown Minnesota. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Riker now to add the extra point. On the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. First down, Gabriel. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Gabriel now on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and it will mark out up at the 34-yard line. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's quickly out wide to Dillion. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and
4. Now Wentz. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 6. And the Vikings 1st down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2nd and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Time for the deep shot, looking for Dillion. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Gabriel. The ball comes out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And this is the break they were looking for. A chance to get back in it late. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll go with him again. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
In motion, it's Jefferson. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson, touchdown Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. They bring Judy in motion. Play action. Gabriel forced to his right. Now he'll run it. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
8 yards on the pickup.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Gabriel. Now here comes the screen to Ford. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw is Gabriel. He'll step up and run this. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy up the first down.
2 more yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for the Browns. It was a closely fought affair, but they're able to survive, and they eke out a 1-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from London.